No sleeping tonight, definitely not. Have to be on watch.
Ugh, we had a horrible bumpy ride in paradise last night. Okay, so let's talk about leeway, guys. Welcome to the show, guys. This week, probably one of the most amazing sails I've done before. Lots of cold wind, big swell, northwesterly gusts in the Mediterranean, sailing this boat all the way to Barcelona from Malta. Please comment down below what you liked the most, and if there's something that you learned, please comment that too. Remember to go over to Patreon, where I put some behind the scenes footage, some more information, and get in on the action over there. Enjoy this one. Welcome back. We are delivering a HUGE SWELL 38 to Barcelona. We had a lot of engine trouble. We had to return back to Malta. We've enjoyed the boat so much. We had some really exhilarating sails, and right now we're on leg number 2. So what that means, we're leaving Malta again, and we're gonna go straight for Sardinia. Tonight we're gonna stop in a beautiful place called the Blue Lagoon, and I'll show you what that looks like. Thank you for coming with us. This is delivering a HUGE SWELL.
So guys, this is Malta. That's where we are right now. Let's just maybe show you quickly there. This is Grand Harbor, where the boat was at. And we're gonna move the boat now to here in Camino. We're gonna try and sleep there. It's about 2 hours that you get from there to there. So just 2 hours quicker tomorrow morning. We'll get up and you'll just start leaving. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head for the south of Sardinia, which is there. It's about 360 nautical miles. So we're gonna try and do that in one leg. Last time we went to the west coast of Sicily, right there, and we had engine problems around there. We sailed the boat in, you guys saw what happened, and we sailed all the way back. Now everything is fine, we have a diagnosis, and we're gonna go back to Sardinia there. The winds in the winter come predominantly from the northwest. So you see all this massive winds moving down and funneling through here. Very, very dangerous place to sail in the winter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go there. We're gonna hide from the easterly winds that's gonna be coming, okay? From the west, from the westerly winds, mainly northwest, like I said. And then we're gonna try and see if we can jump there and then wait for it and then go again to Barcelona. So there. That's gonna be the trip. Hold on to your horses, let's do it. See those two things, guys? These are running backstays. And so sometimes on the boats you'll have what's called a running backstay. Yes, you have your main backstay here, which you can tension here in the back. If you're beating into the wind, you want to tension it a little bit more, so that what they call is the boom, the mast, will be raked back a little bit. So you'll mainly have this little bit of a profile coming back, so that when you're beating into the wind, it's raked back a bit, and you don't need to tension it that much when you are running away from the wind. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about the rigging. So obviously you have your primary riggings here coming out here, and then your secondaries here. You have two sets of spreaders on this boat, and lots of reefing lines here. We've got a blue reefing line, and we've got a redly reefing line, and a white one. So 3 reefs into this main. What we also have is we have an inner forestay. So you will see this one here is an inner forestay. I'm going to follow it all the way up. You'll see it connects at the bottom or below the head sails foil. See there? Okay. So what that means is you can take that inner forestay and you can connect it here somewhere. There. It would be there. Okay. That you can connect it. There will be a point here, and you can have a sail with hanks that you can put on there, and you can almost then create a cutter rig. Or the other thing that's nice about a inner forestay is if you lose this part of your rigging. Now that can happen. It's happened to me before where I've sailed and this whole system failed. The Krantz iron broke, and this roller furler and this foil was completely loose running around. So what happens then? Your mast wants to come down, so it wants to fall that way. And if you have an inner forestay, well, it's going to be a little bit difficult for your mast to fall over. Usually you'll take a halyard, you'll bring a halyard forward, you'll crank a winch, and you'll just try to create this again if this fails. So it's always nice to know what type of rigging you have on the boat, what you can do if something fails. Walk around the boat, see what you have, see what options you have if something breaks. It's just so much better than 2 o'clock in the morning having to figure something out. Make sure you understand where every line goes. Make sure they're neat. They're not gonna kink like this. We're just doing a short little passage now, so that's fine. But familiarize yourself with everything. So yeah, that's it. We're just picking up a mooring bore here at night. Let me get the night shot on here. There you go. Could you see what the mooring bore looks like? Will you be able to get it? Can I stop the engine? I already killed it. I think if you cleat it now, it's fine. Sweet. Good job taking a mooring ball at night. This is really not easy. Woohoo! Alright, we're hiding from the wind in the Blue Lagoon. We've got mooring, so no marina fees tonight. Jippoing it, and it's freezing cold, so I think I'm gonna go down and put on the coffee pot. The water is blue, blue, blue. I'll show you guys tomorrow. Alright, the first leg's done. We had a horrible bumpy ride in paradise last night. This anchorage was so rolly, guys. It was so uncomfortable. So epic fail. I thought that I could come and hide behind what you see here behind me, this little island. The wind is always now coming from the northwest, and so I was gonna hide here, which I tried, but because there's an opening on both sides, it was just so rolly. Whew, I didn't sleep much last night because I was always trying to starfish myself and not fall off the bed. But we are gonna get the boat ready and we're gonna set sail. We have 360 miles ahead of us. Enjoy it. All right, guys, we're currently, the wind is coming from our port beam. So we're on a beam reach, on a port tack. We're on a port tack because the wind is coming over the port side of the boat. Sailors on the starboard side. We have the wind at about 270 degrees, as you can see at the top. So coming almost straight from our left, our port, okay? Filling the sail on the starboard side. We have a small head sail, and unfortunately the leech line is a little bit torn, so we can't fasten it to make the shape of the sail a bit better, but that's okay. We'll probably gain another knot or so. We're motor sailing and we're on our way to Sardinia, and it's straight ahead of us for 2.5 days. Lunchtime from South African music. We've got a nice chicken, broccoli and Parmesan cheese with ricotta. We're doing about 300 degrees. Going good. We're on a port. Love songs. We're on a port tack. That's good. We are 66 miles into the journey, guys, and it's been a really nice day out here. The swell is a little bit
bumpy, but not too bad. And currently we have about 1 knot current against us. It's amazing to just imagine that you still have current in this massive open body of water called the Mediterranean Sea, coming through there from Gibraltar. It's just unbelievable to think about it. But everything's going well on board. I have a chamomile tea. It's going to be cold tonight. Beautiful sunset awaiting us. AIS is quite busy. There's a lot of ships around. There's a Maltese and a Sicilian channel, so there's lots of boats. We're going to be doing maybe 2 hours or 3 hours on and 3 hours off. Let's see. Give each other some time to sleep. And everything's good on board. We had a nice salad for lunch. We have another 300 and odd nautical miles ahead of us, so you're gonna have to stick around for a little bit. Wind picked up a little bit from behind, so we're gonna try and see if we can get an extra knot of speed, seeing that we're being pushed back a bit by the current. It's not the most favorable point of sail when the wind's coming from your port quarter, because that happens to the sail all the time. They say a flappy sail is not a happy sail, but let's see what we can do. Wow, it looks like the sun is just melting into the sea. It's so beautiful. I must say that since I've lived on a sailboat, I've seen more sunrises and sunsets than my normal 9-to-5 job. I hardly ever saw the sun rise. And this is just spectacular. Okay, Jabo, I will film you do it. Let's see if you can do it alone.
It's just going to be flappy.
There we go. Seems like he's been on a sailboat before. It's a nice silhouette with that sunrise behind you. Wow, it's so nice. Beautiful. Thank you. It's nice to have help that knows what they're doing. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see, but we have this guy. There he is. There's a lot of ships out here tonight. We just passed them. Look there. Look how many. So we're navigating through all these ships, people. Can you just check that out? Okay, so no sleeping tonight, definitely not. Have to be on watch, and the AIS will tell you if it's a collision course. So yeah, a lot of ships out here in this channel, and I have asked them before to alter course. Once the previous time when we didn't have an engine, I would ask them to alter course, but you know, these big boys, they don't really like to alter course for us little sailing boats. So I mean, that guy wouldn't even know if he hits you. Busy night watch. Look at that. Well, good morning. The wind showed up last night. We have about 19 knots, true, coming from our port aft quarter. We've got a sail out, stabilize the boat. Javis did that for us. I just woke up, and I think if we carry on like this, we're gonna be there tomorrow morning this time. We're really doing good, averaging at about 7.5 knots. That's hull speed for this boat for sure. Nice. It's a little bit colder today. Sun is still low, but looks promising. Okay, so let's talk about leeway, guys. So leeway usually indicated with 3 arrow points on your charts, and leeway is really the current or the ocean state pushing you away from where you want to go. Imagine shooting an arrow at a target, and you shoot it straight at the target and you hit the target, right? But now imagine a wind coming from any side of that arrow that you're shooting. Say for instance on its left, and you're shooting it and the wind's pushing that arrow. It's gonna end up a little bit more to the right of the target, right? So that's kind of what leeway is with the state of the ocean pushing you. So I'm gonna show you now on the chart. Last night I was heading for a certain point on Sardinia, and this morning I realized we're way off. I felt it last night. The leeway is about 60 degrees, pushing us towards 60 degrees, right? So what that meant was last night that I had to alter course more to port to make sure that the leeway doesn't push us off too much, right? But it was so uncomfortable with the swell and the sea state that it's sometimes better to just lose 2 or 3 or 4 hours and be more comfortable. So this morning we're correcting for leeway. We're heading a little bit more up. We're pointing more to port side now, up to Sardinia, and we'll correct that leeway. Let me show you on the chart and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so you'll see that this is where we are. Okay, that white one. Thanks, James. Right, so this is where we are right now, the white boat. Well, we left Malta there, and I was pointing here. So you'll see that the leeway pushed us more to the right. Okay, now we're correcting to the left. Some big swell from behind. It's nice. Nothing too dangerous, still feeling happy with the sail. Beautiful out here, really beautiful. So today we're going to see yet another sunset, isn't it? It's like when you're on the ocean or on the sea for so long, you kind of start your rhythm with nature. Like, what that means is, okay, the sun is coming up, so I guess it's morning, and then, okay, the sun is there, so I guess it's almost night time. Because you don't really look at your watch. I don't wear a watch at all, like I don't have no watch. So I just go with the flow and with the motion of the ocean. We've got some big swell here in the back. It's not massive, but it's decent. And it's pushing us forward, which is nice. Look at that one. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Surfing down them, so the swell is faster than us, so we feel there. Okay, there we go, here we go, here we go. Surfing them down. It's really fun. Really, really fun. We're very, very lucky to have this wind. The wind is coming obviously from there, from our aft port quarter, which is Tunisia. Africa is there. Sardinia is to our starboard side there, but I'm pinching a bit higher. I'm aiming kind of past Sardinia because of the wind that's pushing us. So we ended up there, and I wanted to come past here, but we ended up there. So I'm pinching a little bit higher all these boats, so that the wind will push us in there, hopefully. Yeah. Oh, this is great footage. I just love seeing it through this camera. It's really nice. The sea today makes me think of South African sea. It's rough. I mean, it's not big massive waves out here, but there's swell and it's cold and it's lots of wind. We have 22, 23 knots of wind, and you can see the state of the ocean. Like, there's white caps there and there's a white cap here. Oh, there we go. That's fun. Yeah, there comes another one. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, fun. The sail does do a lot to stabilize the boat. So what that means is, if the boat's going like coming down the wave and it wants to flip back this way as the boat does this, the sail will just pull it and keep it more stable. So that's also nice. We've not been motoring now for over 12 hours, and very, very fun. Okay, I'll go. I'll let you go. I'll let you see the rest of the film. Oh, this is so beautiful out here. I'm just really enjoying it. Alright, night number 2. We just put a reef in the head sail. So we have one reef in the head sail and one reef in the main sail. We are doing great. We have lots of wind. I don't know if you can see that. It's about 24 maximum, and we're doing 6.8. I think this night shot's a bit difficult to see, but in any case, yeah, we're doing about 6 to 6.5, 7 knots. We were doing around 7.5 to 8 knots. We were just hauling. We are following seas,
smooth wind, and I feel very blessed, very happy, and everybody is safe and sound. We're going to tuck in. Javer's on port side, I'm going to be there on starboard side, and we're just going to hang out and do our night watches as it comes.
Next week we continue this very cold and rough night passage and we sail into Sardinia. But before that, we ground the boat on a sandbank on someone else's instruction when trying to fill the boat up with diesel. See you next time, and thank you so much for watching.